So this is probably going to be one of my shorter reviews. So if you find this one helpful, please like it or subscribe to this channel for more reviews like this. If you're interested in written reviews, I also write at earbuddy.net. You can find a lot of longer form, in-depth discussion about these kind of albums there. I'm also interested in what you guys think of the album. So if you have any strong feelings towards or against this album, let me know in the comments. Or if you think that I got this one wrong somehow, let me know and we'll talk about it. So today we are talking about King Tuff's new album, Black Moon Spell. And I'm going to say the word King Tuff as little as possible because every time I say it, I want to laugh. Because even though, yes, I know this is a stupid name, this is just a dumb name, but every time I say it, I think of a pharaoh like King Tutankhamun or or something like that. Yeah, I know, it's just really dumb, but every time I say it, I want to laugh. So this is the songwriting vehicle for Kyle Thomas, who has been on the scene since 2008, really. And he's released 2 albums so far under this name. One is a self-titled album, the other is Was Dead. Both those albums are very, very good. If you're interested in psychedelic rock, I strongly recommend checking those albums out. And I think that they work. The reason why those albums work so well, because Kyle Thomas is basically a pop songwriter. I mean, I think if you take out everything, if you take out all the frills and all the effects, I think that at its core, King Tuff is basically a straightforward rock band that has a verse and a chorus and and then a vocal hook that'll keep you coming back and and I think that at its core, that's what this band is. Now, with that being said, usually you get psychedelia thrown on there, you get a lot of interesting guitar work, and then, the lyrics and just the overall delivery and the presentation of it is generally kind of silly. It's very laid back, it's not sloppy, but it's a little loose, which is something, all of those things I actually like very much, which is so weird then for King Tuff on this new album, on Black Moon Spell. The moments where this album gets weird is generally the points where I don't like it as much. Now, whenever someone described this album to me, they said that it sounded a lot like Foghat, which set off alarms for me because I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever heard a good band that someone has described to me as Foghat. If someone describes a band as sounding like Foghat, usually they sound like shit. King Tuff is not that bad, and actually the best songs on this album are the ones like the title track, or even some of the ones at the very end of the album, where the songs are a little bit more thought out, a little bit more methodical, a little bit more put together, where they're not just simple verse-chorus songs as much as they have just layers of instrumentation. For me, the weaker tracks on this album are all basically lumped into the center of Black Moon Spell. Especially like the song like I Love You Ugly, is songs like that I feel like really take me out of the album, because not only do I just not like them, I actively dislike that song because not only is it just silly and a little overly casual, but it really sets into contrast some of the really great songs at the beginning and end of this album. And so some of the ones that hit the hardest are kind of funky and feel a little bit nostalgic, like Staircase of Diamonds or Headbanger. All of those songs work very well. So with that being said, I think that this album is kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But, I have to say that even still, I'm still looking forward to seeing what Kyle Thomas is going to do in the future, because whenever this album hits, it hits very, very well, and it lands very, very well. So I think this album is probably about a 6.0. It's good. I don't think that it transcends this genre, and I don't think that it's going to bring in a lot of new fans. However, if you are a King Tuff fan, definitely check this album out. It has a lot of the same things that made Was Dead and the self-titled record interesting and compelling. You'll find some of that stuff here again too, only this time things are a little bit weirder. And that's...